Now, I love my job, and sometimes I get those pinch me moments to make sure I'm not dreaming. I get to interview some of the most amazing individuals and find out more about them. And this next gentleman, David Moore, is from Pierre de Terre restaurant in London, and it is London's longest standing Michelin starred restaurant. And David and I just had such a great rapport. We had such a great time in interview that we thought it would be a great idea to take the cameras over to the restaurant and find out how everything runs and go behind the scenes. David, what a pleasure to be in this most beautiful establishment.
Oh, thank you.
Can I just say first off that I think this has to be one of the most beautiful places to eat, full of ambience, full of interesting things. My eyes are drawn to so much. And I'm just absolutely overwhelmed at how beautiful it is. So first off, well done you.
Well, thank you. It is a constant work in progress. Lots of little tweaks along the way.
I mean, let's talk a little bit about the Pierre de Terre story, because I would imagine it wasn't like this in the very beginning before you got it.
You know, it wasn't. It was very, very different. It was, I would say, probably like a younger man's dream site. It was very minimalist, but we were really, really fortunate that we had a backer who was quite a famous artist, Richard Hamilton, and we have in our book some pictures of how the restaurant looked, and we had the most amazing collection of art that if we had it now, people would just be coming to look at the art.
Really? But now, I mean, you are in Fitzrovia. It's a beautiful, beautiful location.
Thank you.
You've done so much for it. I mean, you started off, as you said, very, very humble beginnings. Mm-hmm. And now, well, we feel like we've arrived.
And like at the end of the first 4 months, we had some money left in the bank after paying the VAT. And we bought our first set of Villeroy and Bock glasses. And we had a couple of regulars who were coming in and they said, "Oh, you've got new glasses." I said, "Yeah, that's our first purchase." And so during that first couple of years, people that dined with us would see progressions. They would see us expanding the wine list, renovating the restaurant.
And now here we are. And I just think that progression that you've made, and you have a real big accolade. I'll let you tell everybody what the accolade is.
Funniest man in Fitzrovia.
Well, apart from that.
Pierre de Terre is now the longest standing Michelin starred restaurant in London, which
well done.
I have to thank Michel Roux for closing the Gavroche.
Yes.
For me to be able to take that tag. There is a sort of an interesting aside there in that when I was at catering college in Blackpool, I took my sister to the Gavroche in 1982 to have dinner for her 21st birthday. And you know, it's a meal that we speak about often, and a restaurant that we speak about, and how me as the callow youth from Blackpool with my Burton's suit and my Freeman Hardy and Willis shoes on, and a bad tie and a bad haircut, and I wanted to take my jacket off. I got too warm.
I was about to say, you're not allowed to do that there, are you?
And the restaurant manager came along and wagged his finger at me and told me that a gentleman doesn't remove his jacket. And could I imagine that I had no idea in 1982 that I would be returning to Gavroche as a customer years later, as a friend and family of Michel Roux, and invited to the last, almost, I think, the penultimate dinner.
Yeah.
As a guest of Michel Roux.
I mean, Pierre de Terre is well known for its absolutely exquisite food. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just amazing. And how do you go about sort of choosing the menu? Do you change the menu often? What do you look for? Is it seasonality of ingredients?
So it's all of those, but it's triggered by seasonality, of course, and anyone who's talking about restaurants and menus, you have to go by the seasons. That's an unwritten rule, or probably is a written rule, that you must, because that's when the produce is at its best.
Yeah.
So the kitchen, they work on their ideas. We taste them together. I always say I think we get the most out of the chefs and their creativity by letting them be creative.
But how do you go about with your chefs and your team? Because you have been very, very fortunate to get the best. Let's be honest with you.
I've employed 1 or 2 psychos,
but you know, you do have a good team around you.
I do, yes. Employ good people and let them do their job.
The other thing that you do here, which I think is totally fascinating, and we are going to be having a look at in a bit, is the cookery classes.
So I don't claim to make like restaurant quality food, but we make bloody good dishes. So we have 3 different classes at the moment. We're doing plant-based, which is becoming the most popular class. Pasta was the most popular. And then we have a raw class.
I mean, the other thing as well, I mean, you do have an amazing cellar.
Yes.
I could quite easily get lost in there, David, to be honest with you. If I do go missing, just hunt me down in there.
Yeah, last night we sold a £10,000 bottle. I was a bit worried about the credit card. But all good.
All good, all went
good,
through.
All good.
But, you know...
Doesn't happen that often.
I was going to say, like, when you're handing over that bottle, do you think, oh, I'd just like a little bit myself?
Oh, we taste it.
Oh, do
Oh,
you?
of course we do. We have to make sure it's in good shape.
Is there things that you look for when actually doing a restock?
Oh, yeah. So we will be buying things now which will be coming on the wine list in 4, 5 or 6 years' time. So we want to get the stock now at entry price to the market, as opposed to then buying on the grey market down the road. It doesn't mean we don't buy in the grey market, and we have a couple of suppliers that we use regularly to fill gaps. We have temperature controlled spaces, cellars, but they're not in the cellar, they're on the 2nd and 3rd floor. We'll have a little look later.
Oh, good.
And they're temperature controlled and humidity controlled, so the wines are kept in really good shape.
I mean, as well as the wonderful wines that you do, and the food, would you say that there is one dish that your customers always repeatedly ask for you to put back on the menu? Because I know at Le Gavroche there was the soufflés.
The soufflé, yes.
You know, that was a big thing, wasn't it?
It was always on the menu. I think with us it's a little bit trickier because we have changing chefs, and there's been a little bit of a revolving door this last 15, 18 months. Previously with Asimakis, he had a dish of braised celeriac.
Oh.
It was a tagliatelle that was wound up, and it was slowly cooked, and it was topped with quail breasts, quail legs, confit egg yolk, mushroom purees, hazelnuts. And it came in a smoking dome.
And people liked that. I suppose it had a bit of theatre to it as well, you see, so it's a bit like, wow, what are we getting?
And then he would use a fragrant wood chip to create the smoke, and when we took the cloche off at the table, it was smoky. Just had to be careful sometimes with fire alarms.
The fire brigade outside. Now, have you ever thought about having cookery lessons yourself? Would you love to have cookery lessons in Pierre de Terre? Maybe a little bit nervous? Don't be. David has got such a wonderful character, he will quickly put you at ease. And he does lots of different courses, by the way, throughout the year. He has also got the most amazing studio, which the team sort of did have to prize me out of because I had a little bit of like kitchen envy going on there. So let's go over to David now, and he's going to show us how to cook perfect pasta. David, you are making me a pasta dish, and I know earlier on, we're always prepared, aren't we? You made this pasta earlier on for us.
Here's one I made earlier, yes. True Blue Peter fashion. So we have a pasta class, a ceviche raw food class, and plant-based. So we make the pasta from scratch, we make it by hand. It's flour, 000 with fine semolina, egg, and just egg yolk. And we just work it until it comes through to a dough, let it rest. and away we go. And people think it's really complicated and tricky, but you can see how quick it is to run through here. And I do a little bit of a cheat. I occasionally miss the odd number, so I've missed number 3 there.
Have you? So you've not gone down the scale of it then? You've just
cheating a little bit here and there. I show people in the class how to do it properly, and then if we have any sort of emergencies, anything's gone wrong, then I have my trick up the sleeve. I can go from 0 to 2 to 4 to 6 and rescue the situation.
Because the idea is to get it as thin as possible, isn't it?
So the sort of like the French and the Italians are very different. French gourmet chefs, they like to go for really, really fine and thin, whereas Italians like to make it a little bit thicker, leave it a little bit more rustic and with a bit more bite. My preference is more the French style. I don't really like pasta when they say it's al dente with this.
No, I'm very similar actually. I find it can be a bit claggy. It can be a bit too cloying and thick. And like you, when it is done so beautifully thin, like you're doing there, you're doing an excellent job. I don't know, it just tastes nicer.
I've taken that to 7, and I switch the handle over now. I'm going to do tagliatelle, and there's a lovely coming out of here is. Well, that's the money shot.
That's the money shot.
And then I collect it up. I call this my hairdresser's snip.
That's so good.
And then over the flour, just give it a little dusting. And that's my first nest.
Do you think people are a little bit frightened of making their own pasta at home? Do you think
Definitely.
They don't realise actually, once you've got the knack of it, you've had a go at a time or two, you can make the most beautiful pasta.
In the plant-based class, we do we make a plant-based pasta using soya milk as the protein. It works really well, but it just gets it's a little bit more tacky and sticky. You need to be a bit more mindful.
Have to use a bit more flour, or
more flour. Yeah. So there, I've just missed number 4, doing my little cheat, and now I'm going to take it straight to 7, missing out 6. And that's probably just about as quick as you can roll out pasta. So just give that a little further thinning out and into the tagliatelle.
I think it's a good thing as well for like children at home, if you've got kids at home, to learn how to make this and find out where the pasta and that's coming from, how
grows on trees.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go, a little nest.
And they'd have such fun.
Last one.
Putting that through the machine.
My daughters are both keen pasta makers. Because making it by hand, I always make it by hand in the class, because I just think if you've made it by hand, then you've never got an excuse. Oh, I don't have a KitchenAid, oh, I don't have a mixer.
Exactly, because that's what you did when I was in with you earlier on, and you just put the flour, the semolina and the egg.
But you can use a dough hook on a KitchenAid to take most of the work out of your hands. And that's the pasta rolled.
That is amazing.
I'm going to do a quick into boiling water here, but my boiling water's gone off the boil. Typically gone off the boil.
And you just used a nice big pan there of salted boiling water, because it's important to have the salt, isn't it, in there?
Salt and a little olive oil, although there's quite a lot of people say, there's quite a strong argument to say you don't need olive oil, but everybody else uses it, so...
It does stop it sort of sticking together a little bit as well while it's in the pan as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, in the back pan, which I'm just checking is getting hot, I have in this little shaker just some sunflower oil, and I'm going to crack the garlic. With a little bit of fresh thyme.
Oh, lovely.
That's just going to sizzle there. So I will cook the pasta and then take it out onto my bowl, and then I will make the beurre noisette. Fingers crossed it works.
But you see, the thing as well with fresh pasta, it doesn't take as long to cook as the dried version that people buy in packets.
Yeah. it'll be done in about a minute and a half. So everything's really quick, especially if you scale up and if you use the RoboCoupe or the KitchenAid. What I've got here is a 100-gram recipe, which I think would give you two nice main courses. Maybe with these cameramen, only one.
I was going to say, I'm afraid that they do have big greedy tummies.
If you scale up and do like a kilo in a KitchenAid, you can batch it out into 100-gram portions or 200 grams and freeze it.
I was going to say, and that's the beauty. It's like, it's fast food, but non-fast food.
So that's just sizzling away nicely. It's going to impart a nice flavour to the butter when I get around to burning it. And so burn noisette is burnt butter.
Yes, beautiful. So how long have you had this studio up here, David?
We changed this from a smoking bar in 2019, just like a month before the pandemic.
Oh.
So it opened in December of 19, and then we had to close in March of 20. And we do dinners up here. You can have a chef cooking for you. We also just do restaurant overflow. So tomorrow night I've got a table of 8 here for a 60th. So we've got an 8 here for a 60th, and then a 12 upstairs for a 50th.
Wow.
So we're really into anniversary or special occasions. People come to Terre because we won't let you down.
So I suppose that's a good thing when you've got these cookery classes, because you can swap about what you want to do over time and think, you know what, might do a bit of baking now, or may do a bit.
Yeah, baking would stress me a bit.
Yeah.
I know we'd have to have you down as a guest baker.
Oh, yes.
What would be your top 3
I think,
recipes?
you can't beat a good brownie, a proper, real, stodgy good brownie. Mm-hmm. I love a good cheesecake. I'm afraid I'm a huge cheesecake lover. So there's maybe not so much baking in that. And I would say even like the Christmas baking, doing the traditional things like the traditional Christmas cakes and things like that. And that
Christmas cake's a bit scary, I have to say. And the butter.
That's what we like to see. A really, really good portion of butter. People are frightened of butter, aren't they? But it's one of the best things for you.
So you can see the butter is already burning on the edge. On the side it's coming to a very quick buttery sauce. I'm just going to take a little bit of the cooking
Liquor.
water. Yeah.
That's a really good tip, that, isn't it? Because a lot of people, they will just drain off all that pasta water, but that actually can make a great sauce, can't it?
It does, yeah. It gives you the emulsion. And there we are, that's it. I'm going to have a quick taste. A last minute thought.
Oh, what's that?
Secret weapon, can't tell you.
What do you mean you can't tell me? No, tell me.
Calamansi vinegar.
Oh, wow.
It's going to add a touch of citrus.
Oh, look at that. That looks and smells utterly, utterly delicious.
So, we have fresh homemade tagliatelle in a beurre noisette scented with calamansi vinegar.
Oh, thank you so much.
I know, boys, it's coming. Wait.
Oh my days, this looks and it smells so good. And of course, this is the thing, it's quickly whipped up, isn't it?
Yeah. Genuinely fast food.
Well, coming up in a moment, I'm going to be taste testing some other food. I cannot wait, David.
It's on its way.
And David, you have given me one of your signature dishes. I mean, this looks a real treat. But rather than me try and tell everybody what it is, tell them.
Okay, so full disclosure here, this is a very, very new dish. I've not had it yet, so I've seen it in various stages. So I am actually just going to. It's a slow cooked duck egg. The duck egg is poached. at 64 degrees for an hour. So the yolk is still liquid, but they can peel away the egg white. So just serve you the yolk, so all the lovely unctuous richness of the yolk.
Wow.
And duck eggs have big yolks.
They do.
Yeah, big yolks. So that is served with yeasted cauliflower, grilled maitake mushroom, and the sauce is flavoured with smoked eel.
Wow.
So
I mean, that is
lots.
dedication, because that there to hold that egg and it not break, I mean...
And
kudos to the chef.
And he has to do about 35 of them a day.
No.
Yeah.
Well, shall I do
Go
the honours?
smash it.
Shall I? This is so good. I'm
No, I wouldn't go smash it, but because
let's just.
it'll
I feel really sad for the chef who's put all this effort. No, I'm gonna really enjoy it. There we go. Look, wow, look at that. It's perfectly cooked all the way through. Fabulous.
64 degrees.
Come on, David. You've got to try. Seeing as you've not had this yet, you've got to try it as well. Oh wow. And you know what? The cauliflower is absolutely beautiful with that. Absolutely beautiful. That is really savoury and delicious.
Wow.
Oh,
If I don't mind saying so myself.
that is so good. Them mushrooms. We're going to be fighting for this, I can see, David. Absolutely sensational. That is one good dish.
It is, isn't it?
I go to many establishments and the hospitality is second to none. The ambience, the whole food, everything, as I've said before, it is like theatre for the palate. It is just so wonderful.
Having been here for 34 years, I think probably the first few years we weren't buying to put down, but from 95, 96, when we got our second star in Michelin, we were buying stock, which we're still feeding off. I mean, I look around and I see 1995 Pouligny.
Wow, look at that.
That's bought from the vineyard directly, but not actually in 96, a little bit sometime later. But we do have some beautiful old bottles. I'm eyeing up another piece of wine history here. We have a Meursault from the same grower in 1966.
Goodness. 1966.
Yeah.
Oh, put that one back gently, David.
Yeah, it's actually not that expensive.
No?
If you hold the glass a sec, because I just need to give it a...
Yes.
So it doesn't slide. Give it a jiggle.
But it's all really well organised. I know when I came in here earlier with you, and I said, how do you know where everything is? How do you know what wines? So you've got...
83 is the bin number here. And in there we've got 4 bottles of... Actually, this is quite special. Koch. Koch is one of the top names in Burgundy, and we've been buying it for quite a while. So we have 2001 vintage of Meursault. And the thing is that...
Is everything catalogued then, so that you know, you and the staff know where to go, so that you can find it?
And if it's still in stock, because there's nothing worse than running up to bin 83 to see it's empty.
It's a well-oiled machine, isn't
and we're
it?
vertically challenged, and there's some complaints about the staircases here. But the staircase has kept me, I think, quite slim over the years, and I get my steps in on the stairs.
That's it. You're doing a really good job. But yeah, and I would imagine that when there's new wines that you find, they'll take over some of the...
Yes, absolutely.
Some
Yeah,
of the
and
slots
we're always open to the wine merchants and the wine agencies sending in bottles for us to try. We just tell people that we have a quality threshold, and don't send anything that you're slightly ashamed of. You know, it's only send us, if you've only got 3 really, really top wines, send us those 3. We might buy them.
I just want to take this final opportunity to thank David and his amazing team at Pierre de Terre. It's not easy. You've got a film crew, you've got me chattering, and they've got service ongoing for their customers. I don't know how you did it, but you did, and you did an amazing job. Thank you for the wonderful dishes. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for this amazing book. It's the story of Pierre de Terre. There is wonderful recipes in there. It's a great story. We all have bucket lists. And I would say to you, one of the things that you must definitely place on your bucket list is to visit a Michelin-starred restaurant. But more than that, I think you should visit Pierre de Terre. It's because they truly deserve that Michelin star. I go to many establishments and the hospitality is second to none. The ambience, the whole food, everything, as I've said before, it is like theatre for the palate. It is just so wonderful. So when you're in London, in the beautiful location of Fitzrovia, why don't you treat yourself to a wonderful experience, whether that's in the restaurant, whether it's even taking a cookery course? You will not be disappointed.